my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Anne, and today I'm doing a pick a card reading on shifting blockages, like what's holding you back from shifting permanently or even semi-permanently, becoming a pro at it, what's holding you back. So today I'm gonna be diving deep into like the small its and bits of the things that are kind of like holding you back from shifting permanently or semi-permanently. So yeah, I have the decks here in front of me. Just in a second I'll show you guys the decks so you can choose. But before I start the reading, I do want to say though, thank you so much for subscribing and thank you for always supporting me. It means a lot to me. And if you're new here, please do subscribe and join my small family because your subscription means a lot to me. Also, if you have any other requests for me regarding pick a cards or like shifting type of videos, I'm always down for it, or any type, to be honest. Like if you have any requests for me, just put it down below. I'm always down for it. I'm always excited to do different type of videos, so please do comment that, and also comment down below as well if this reading resonates for you or not. If you want to book a personalized reading with me, all the prices and everything's going to be in the description box down below. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with the reading and selections. Okay guys, so these are the three piles here. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You can pause the video right here if you need more time, but I would suggest go with your intuition rather than your eyes, because sometimes eyes can defeat us. But yeah, I'm very sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm very bad at this. But you can go ahead and pause the video to choose a pile, but these are the three piles. Once again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. I'm doing stickers this time. Pile number 1 has Buttercup with cute sunglasses. Pile number 2 has a very cute dinosaur holding a teacup. Pile number 3 has Squidward with a very funny filter. So whichever pile you want to choose, go ahead and choose that. You can pause the video right here, but I'm going to start with the reading. So let's go. Alright, so hi there pile number 1, welcome to my channel. So I hope this reading resonates for you and gives you some clarity. Please note that this is a generalized reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to go and see the other piles. It may resonate because sometimes we choose like wrong piles, but just see if this kind of like resonates with your situation or not. I might kind of like try to give some hypothetical examples to make more sense of the situation. So yeah. And if you do want to book a personal reading with me, the links are going to be in the description box down below, as well as the prices. And do comment down below if this reading resonates for you, and if you have any other requests regarding shifting, I don't mind. Alright, so the sticker you chose is Buttercup, who's wearing a very stylish type of sunglasses, and these are your cards. Alright, so the first card you have is the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Tower card. And your main card from the Oracle deck is Have Faith in Your Dream, Waxing Crescent Moon. Alright, so what I feel from your reading is, I think there is a lack of trust in yourself in a way. Like you're trying to kind of like manifest and trying to kind of like gain some type of stability in yourself, and that's kind of like making you very anxious in a way. Like you feel like you need to kind of like do this, and you feel like you need to do this in the right way, because let's say for example you have friends who are also into shifting, and you hear stories from them that they have semi-permanently shifted, or they're kind of like experiencing different things, and that kind of like makes you a bit anxious because you want to experience those things as well. Like you're kind of like looking at people's experiences, people's, I guess, like what people are saying, and that's kind of like making you anxious in a way that you need to also kind of like give it a try out. You need to be successful as well. So I feel like your main concern that's kind of like blocking you is you're being really hard on yourself in a way. Like you want this stability and you're holding on to the stability and you desire this. All those things are fine, but you're being too hard on yourself rather than letting it happen in a natural state, and you're kind of like forcing it in a sense. So let's say you read somewhere that someone tried this specific way and it worked for them. So you're going to kind of like put aside the things you were doing that kind of like helps you manifest and helps you kind of like shift. You're going to kind of like keep that aside and think about shifting and kind of like trying those methods. And in a way, it's not really good for you because, as you can see with the Four of Swords, like, yeah, fair enough, you're trying this methods. You're kind of like in this state of mind where maybe you are kind of like processing, maybe you are kind of like progressing to some extent, but you're not resting like assuredly in a way. Like, as you can see, this man has three swords hanging here and then one sword here. So this is kind of like signifying that you're always on the edge. Like, you feel like, okay, if this doesn't work, I have to kind of like try something else. So you're not being consistent with like the methods you're trying because you're so anxious and you're trying everything because you want this stability, you want to escape this reality, you want to manifest everything as fast as you can, and that's kind of like causing things to kind of like go bad for you because you're not being able to maintain consistency and not maintain attention properly. Hence, this is kind of like messing up for you. I also feel like with the oracle cards, have faith in your dreams. It's kind of saying that you're gonna get whatever you're desiring. Your manifestations are gonna come true, whether it's physical wise, whether it's love life wise, whether it's like lifestyle wise, whatever you're manifesting, it's gonna happen. You have to have faith in yourself because the most important problem that's kind of like blocking you from shifting permanently or even semi-permanently to different places is definitely not being consistent enough with yourself. Like, there's a lack of trust and lack of kind of like doing things on your own basis and in your own terms. You're basically kind of like this follower who's looking at people's stability, they're looking at people's experiences, whatever they're saying, and they're kind of like doing it, but they're not maintaining the consistency with it. Hence, they're kind of like having issues shifting properly. So again, your main problem is you're very, very anxious, you're overthinking too much, you want the stability soon, like you don't want to wait, you want to speed up everything. It's gonna happen, your dreams are meant to happen, everything's gonna happen for you, but you have to kind of like realize that it's gonna happen in its own time and you have to go in your own pace, because that's the one of the things that I'm kind of like seeing you're struggling with. I also feel like another thing you could be struggling with is visualizing the proper stable life for yourself. Like, you could still be asking for things that doesn't serve you well, and you're just doing it because you're kind of like, let's say, bored, or you're kind of like desiring those things, but you don't need those things, but you're still kind of like desiring those things. Hence, that's also kind of like causing a problem, because you need to kind of like realize what is it that you truly desire. Because I feel like there are some things that you could be holding on to, or you could be like trying to implement in your world, or like the place you want to shift, and you don't necessarily need those things, but you're still very indecisive about those things as well. So I feel like that's also causing some problem for you. Like, you're holding on to a lot of things and you're implementing a lot of things into one place, but some of those things you don't necessarily need, and that's kind of like also causing anxiousness because you feel like you're not going to get that. All right, so that's what I see in case of what's blocking you from shifting properly, like your shifting blockages. I hope this resonates for you or gave you some advice, or kind of like made sense to you, pile number one. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Please do like this video and comment, subscribe as well, because your subscription means a lot to me. And yeah, if you have any request for me, if you want to kind of like book a personal reading with me, everything's going to be in the description box down below, as well as on the pinned comment. So thank you once again, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye bye. Hi there, pile number two. Thank you so much for watching, and these are your cards. So before I start with the reading, I do want to give a disclaimer. This is a generalized reading. It may or may not resonate with your situation, so take what resonates and leave out the rest. If this reading entirely doesn't resonate for you, then this wasn't meant for you. You can go ahead and choose any other piles. And yeah, if you have any requests for me or any questions about this reading, please feel free to kind of like go ahead and comment that down below. I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, if you're new on my channel, it will mean a lot to me if you can subscribe and thumbs up this video. If you also have any requests for personalized readings, all the links and all the prices are going to be in the description box down below. My prices are very reasonable. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with your reading. So this is the sticker you chose. This is the T-Rex sticker for pile number two. It's a very cute sticker of a dinosaur holding tea. And these are your cards. Okay, so your first card is the Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Hermit card, the King of Pentacles, the Fool card, and Don't Let Your Past Hold Back, South Note. Okay, I'm getting very clear two messages from this reading. And I also want to give a disclaimer, by the way, that I did not see the cards before I started shuffling, and I did not know what cards I was gonna pick. So yeah, I just wanted to say that this is like completely new. I'm just like doing it in front at the moment. All right. So with the Three of Pentacles and the Temperance card, I feel like some of you could be maybe trying to shift with a group of people. So let's say Harry Potter is very popular right now, like Hogwarts, shifting to Hogwarts, Draco, all those people and those specific scenarios really, really popular right now. You may meet people that also want to kind of like shift to that specific reality. And I feel like you could be doing it with some people, and I think that's kind of like holding you back to some extent, because it's like you're doing it in a group. Someone may kind of like progress before you, and that may kind of like discourage you that, hey, why can't that person do it and why can't I do it? We're literally trying the same methods, or we're trying like similar routes. So why isn't it working for me and why is it working for them? So I feel like there could be a little bit of comparison, and I feel like there could be someone in your group of friends that kind of like has a more leadership style, or kind of like has a more leadership authority, that's kind of like telling everyone like, hey, this is the method I feel like we all should try this week, or this is the method I think we should all try because I think it may work for us. And you and maybe some other friend of yours are kind of like following that, and I feel like that could be hampering in a sense, because you're kind of like following, you're kind of like trying people's experiences, you're kind of like trying people's methods instead of kind of like building yours and kind of like building your reality and your own methods and things you desire. You're just kind of like following in a way, kind of like trying to maintain, because you feel like if you kind of like maintain this, it's gonna help you and it's kind of like giving you a practice session. So I feel like that's like one of the things that kind of like is holding you back, that you need to kind of like figure out the methods and things that work out the best for you, instead of kind of like focusing and following this group of friends or like this specific group. Like I mentioned, that specific example I gave, like maybe three or four of you are kind of like trying to shift to Hogwarts, and someone there may have shifted there or semi shifted there once, and they kind of like have a more leadership authority. It may not be the best for you if you kind of like keep focusing on their activities or whatever they're saying. This situation doesn't have to be this specific. It could be talking about that maybe some, I guess, seniors, or I don't know, whatever you call that in the subliminals and kind of like that community, that shifting community. But let's say someone posted their experience and how they shifted, like their methods. You're trying to kind of like focus on it and trying to kind of like build your own scenario from that way and that method, and kind of like trying to maintain that balance. It's kind of saying that you need to kind of like have a journey where you're trying to figure it out yourself. Like you have two cards that are kind of like signifying that you have to do this journey by yourself. The Hermit card kind of like saying, as you can see, you have the Hermit card after the Three of Pentacles and the Temperance card, which is kind of like signifying that you need to kind of like go your own path in a way for some time to kind of like figure out what works the best for you and how you can make it work for yourself. Once you have figured that out, you need to kind of like practice it and kind of like go for it in a way, rather than thinking that, okay, this is not going to go in my favor, maybe I shouldn't give it a try, and yada yada yada. But it's kind of saying that you need to kind of like do it. So the two main important messages I'm seeing for you is you need to stop following groups or people in general. You have to kind of like come up with your own methods and the things you desire, like whatever works the best for your soul, your body, and your brain. You need to kind of like do that instead of like doing other people's method that has worked the best for them, and doesn't mean that it's going to work the best for you. You don't need to necessarily follow that. You have gained the experience from them and kind of like use that experience to build something for yourself. You can see with the King of Pentacles, like build your own stability, build your own, I guess, path in a way where you can feel stable in yourself. Like I feel like maybe you had some experiences in the past where you tried to shift on your own basis and it did not go the best for you. Don't let your past hold back. I feel like maybe you did try to do something in the past and it did not go in your favor, and that kind of like still scares you in a way. Hence you could be trying like other people's methods or trying to do it in a group form, but it's not serving you well. Your main thing, your main aim is to figure out yourself where you want to go, what is it that you want to manifest, and how do you want it to happen, when do you want it to happen, kind of like have your own plans, and then just go for it. Like your ending card is the Fool card. You just need to take a leap of faith and just go for it, instead of kind of like holding yourself back, thinking that no, I need to do it in a group, I need to kind of like let others know as well. Like try it yourself, become a pro at it first, and then let the universe know, and then let people know that hey, I have shifted and it has worked for me. All right, so that's what I see for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated for you. Once again, if you have any requests for me, please do let me know. Also comment down below about this reading if it resonated, or if you have any other questions. Please do subscribe if you're new on my channel, and do thumbs up this video. Again, if you have personal readings that you want to get from me, all the prizes and the links are going to be in the description box down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Alright, so hi there, pile number 3, this is your reading, and before I start with your reading, I do want to give a disclaimer that this is a generalized reading. It may or may not resonate with your situations, so if it doesn't resonate, leave out the portions and take whatever resonates for you. If this reading entirely doesn't resonate, then you were not meant to hear this. You can go ahead and see any other piles I did. So yeah, if you have any other requests for me regarding shifting, or any type of videos that you want from me, please feel free to kind of like comment that down below. Please do subscribe if you're new on my channel, and thumbs up this video, because your subscription and your support means a lot to me. And yeah, if you want to book a personalized reading with me, all the prizes and all the links are going to be in the description box down below. All my prizes are very cheap. So without further ado, let's start with your reading. So the sticker you chose is Squidward's funny face. Fun fact, Weekend did a filter with this, like very similar with this, and it got very viral on Instagram. I even saw the picture and everyone was like posting and making memes out of it. But yeah, you got this funny sticker of Squidward, and these are your cards. All right, I'm gonna pull this at the very end. The first card is the 8 of Cups, the Justice card, 5 of Cups, Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. And you have full moon in Virgo. You're good enough. All right. Okay, so the main theme here, I feel like, is you're very inconsistent with whatever you do with your shifting journey and your adventure. Like, you could be trying to kind of like practice, you could be trying to kind of like shift for a few days to weeks maximum, and then you feel like, okay, this isn't working for me. You get very sad about it. You have friends or you have people encouraging you and telling you like, hey, it's a matter of time before it happens, but you're still very sad about it because you feel like, okay, this isn't working for me. It's working out for everyone. Why isn't this working out for me? So you kind of like have this mentality, like kind of like a very victimized type of mentality, where you feel like it works out for everyone, but it doesn't work out for me. And I feel like you're not very consistent with your methods and things you do to kind of like shift. And again, this is coming from a place where you just don't feel like you can trust the methods, or you just like, there is like blockages inside, like your main blockages internally. I think you need to kind of like have faith in yourself that, hey, I'm good enough. Everyone can have this. I'm gonna have it as well. Like your timing is just a bit different, but I feel like you're kind of like not being able to understand that. Hence why you're kind of like in this energy where you feel like, okay, this isn't working out for me. This isn't gonna work out for me. Maybe I should try something else. So you kind of like have a very back and forth energy, where there are moments where you feel very stable and you try to kind of like shift, or you kind of like try out different things, methods, and it kind of like happens out of a more passionate basis. And then there are moments where you just don't feel balanced enough, and you feel very sad and very depressed in a way that it's working out for everyone, but it's not working out for me. So there is a problem with motivation. Number one, like you feel like, okay, everyone, even if it's just for 10 seconds, they're kind of like shifting, but it's not coming for me. Why isn't this coming for me? So I feel like you kind of like have a lack of motivation and kind of like lack of trust in yourself. Hence why you have this like inconsistency with the things you desire and the things you kind of like try to manifest in your life. And I feel like that's kind of like what's holding you back at the moment. Like you need to kind of like realize that people have different timings. They're kind of like doing it on their own basis. And first of all, you need to kind of like have faith in yourself and trust in yourself that this is going to work out for me. I just have to put the effort and the time in it. And you have the passion, you have the skills as well. Like, you're very passionate about this. Your manifestation skills are also there. But I feel like you're very inconsistent with kind of like trying to do it. And you have people as well around you that are kind of like encouraging you. They're kind of like telling you, they're kind of like giving you advices, but you're not listening to them because you feel like, well, whatever, this is not going to work out for me. I should just kind of like move away from this. So as you can see with your first card, the Eight of Cups, this person behind has so many things that they built, but they're still walking away from it. This is kind of like signifying that you have come a long way in your journey. You have learned a lot of different methods. You know a lot of different things about shifting and just like this parallel universe, but you're kind of like choosing to like not do it properly because of like some failures, and that's one of the things that's blocking you. Another blockage I'm seeing here is internally you have some blockages where you just don't trust yourself enough and you lose your motivation really really quickly, and I feel like you need to kind of like work on it. As you can see, full moon in Virgo sign is about kind of like perfection, and full moon in Virgo is saying like you want the perfect thing for yourself. You want to give it a try. You have the passion for it, you have the stable mindset for it, but the only thing you're kind of like lacking is you don't trust yourself completely. You feel like this is not going to work out for me, so you have a kind of like a very negative energy towards this sometimes. Hence you kind of like never go fully into kind of like shifting permanently or even semi-permanently, because you're always questioning yourself, you're always doubting yourself, and hence why you lose motivation quickly as well. So with this card, it's kind of saying that you're good enough, you can do it. It's just a matter of time before your timing also happens. Again, you have people, or you know things, you know articles, or you know who to kind of like reach out when you need like some advices. You have things like you already know the basic knowledge about shifting, you already know basic methods, the things your soul desires, you're already aware of that. The only thing, again, you basically lack is inconsistency with trying to kind of like go for it, and not trusting yourself, always being kind of like very negative about this thing. I feel like those are the things that are kind of like holding you back. Once you have kind of like figured that out and realized that I'm good enough, I already have the skills, I already have the methods, I can do it, I feel like that's going to be kind of like the epiphany for you when you realize that things can go in your favor. Alright, so that's what I see for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated or gave you some clarity. Once again, if this doesn't resonate, feel free to see any other piles. And again, if you do want to book a personalized reading with me, all the links and all the prices are going to be in the description box down below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Alright, so I hope that video was entertaining and you guys liked it. I had fun recording this. I did stutter a bit here and there because I'm very nervous. Like, I don't know, it has been some time since I've been recording videos, but I still get so nervous every time I record something. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that, but I'm trying to get better at it. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming this, as you can see the cute setup I did here as well. So yeah, guys, if you have any requests for me regarding pick a card readings or any type of videos you want from me, please comment that down below. And again, if you're new here, please do subscribe and join my small family. Your subscription means a lot to me. And that's it, guys. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.